Hi, I'm Moody. Welcome to this week's blog post. This week we're just going to show you a few new lure products out for different species and different applications. I've got Ash again with me from Jarvis Walker Brands. Ash also sells a few lures and that sort of thing as well. Mate, what can you tell us about these new products you've got on the market? They've been out for around nearly 12 months now, but some people might not have heard about them, especially with some of these new applications like skip casting and that.
Yep. Got a new soft plastic range here. Some models have only been out for 12 months, and some of the other models have been out for quite some time now. So this brand is Kitech from Japan.
Yep.
So the three models we've got here today, we've got a swing impact fat, which is your traditional paddle bait, paddle tail swim bait with ribs. The other one is their frog, which is called a noisy flapper. And then we've got another one here, which is a squid or creature bait, as they want to call it in the US, and that's called a crazy flapper. And they come in a range of sizes. And
that'd be great for the finger mark, like you're saying.
Yep.
I reckon big golden grunter might even have a crack at those too.
Yep. So these guys here, they come in three sizes. The biggest being a 4.4 inch.
Yep.
They do a 3.6 and a 2.8 for your JP sooty fishing.
Okay.
At this size here, rigged on a jig head with a 5/0 hook, depending on the depth of water that you're fishing, would be an absolute dynamite on finger mark, with it being look like a squid. The guys who are skip casting mad, these noisy flappers are fantastic. It's basically a frog pratten with a special design on the legs.
Yes.
So these skip really, really well because of the actual lure profile.
Yep.
Okay.
And you can get them right under the mangrove underhangs and all that sort of thing, right up in little gaps and nooks and crannies.
Yep. Skipping right under there. A couple of local guns that live in the local area here use these guys.
Yep.
The perfect hook for this for skipping is a 4.0 owner beast hook, either in the unweighted version or the weighted version.
Okay, yep.
So you can fish these quick, or you can fish them slow, and they'll have applications in your freshwater impoundments as well.
Yep, cool.
The next one is the swing impact fat. So as I said before, it's a paddle tail, it's a ribbed paddle tail swim bait. These guys are gaining a lot of traction in the freshwater dams at the moment, especially down at Faust Dam.
Especially with the paddle tails, you can do a slow lift and just let them drop slow, but because of that paddle tail, it's working like crazy, even though the lure's moving very slowly.
Yep. So the best jig head for this one is a 8.0 TT warhead in various sizes from 1/8 to ½ ounce.
Okay.
Good for fishing weed beds and whatnot. The beauty about all these guys, with the noisy flappers, the frogs, and the swing impact fats, is that they're a two-tone plastic. They're salt injected, so the bottom part of the actual two-tone of the plastic is where all the salt is. And on these guys, it acts like a keel, and salt will give the lure added weight as well.
I see.
Okay, and they all come squid-scented.
Okay, right, cool. Mate, I look forward to giving some of these a crack. I haven't been doing much of the skip baiting myself. I know a lot of the young fellas are getting into it. I don't fish exclusively for jacks. I mean, this is pretty much exclusively for jacks, even though you'll get a few barras as well. But I don't really do a lot of jack fishing these days. I'm mostly concentrated on finger mark, threadfin and barra. But I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to giving it a go. It looks pretty exciting, and
it's fun and addictive.
I reckon I've got the technique down pat, so maybe these young fellas could teach me a thing or two about it. But looking forward to giving it a go. So, and I can see what you mean by the noisy, that coming back along the surface, those arms and legs with that concave gap underneath them would just flap on the water and just make a nice little slap.
Yep. And if you want to see any of these soft plastics in swimming action, we can add the YouTube link to them.
Oh, okay, cool. Excellent, excellent. All right, we'll add that to the blog post and people can see them all working in action. So, excellent. Mate, thanks very much for popping in and showing us these few new lures, and I look forward to getting a few out there and getting amongst it myself. Cheers, mate. See you next time.
No worries, thank you.
Cheers. So if you enjoyed this little tip and you'd like to see more, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, or if you want some special tips that I only send out via email, head on over to our website, www.ryanmoodyfishing.com, and sign up to join our free fishing community. Get out into the great outdoors, keep fishing smarter, and I'll see you next time.